Welcome back to farming in Thailand with Mon and Ray. Wasn't going to do a video today because it's been fairly rainy all day and pretty overcast and not very nice. But the weather's changed, sun's out, so I thought let's go and have a look round and see how we're getting on. This morning, in between the rain showers, we managed to tackle the upper land as always, keeping it nice, clean and tidy. And Mon is somewhere in this field chopping down her rice. So she's spreading it out to dry on the blue sheets, as you can see. And she's busy in the middle of that somewhere. So as I say, sun's come out, it's looking fairly nice. Was just doing a quick calculation on how many seeds we've planted and how we're getting on this year. Calculated we've planted about 1,600 seeds that are going to mature. Some are for sale and the rest will be put on the land. As before, the 3 trays, 1, 2 and 3, are aubergine. They're still struggling, but there's small signs of life. Tray of tomatoes that need to be moved into bigger pots to help them grow. Chilies are coming along nicely now. Mon's just planted 2 trays of yellow watermelon, 3 different types. A yellow one with no seeds, a yellow one with seeds, and an orange one. So there's about 100 watermelon on the go at the moment. And then on the floor here, this tray is gourd. Still not much signs of anything happening. And then at the back there, 2 trays of the papaya. So they're all doing well. We've got some plants there that need to go in. And then our tomatoes that we transferred a couple of days ago into the bigger containers. They're looking great, coming along nice and strong. And then, as I put on the other video, the toilet is still in work in progress. No work today because it was too wet. The 4 pots that Mon's planted, not much happening in that one yet. Not much in that one either. But this one, as you can see, it's all starting to come through. And when they get a little bit stronger, Mon said she's going to space them out a little bit more. And then in this one, we got more signs of some vegetables coming up. So that's looking good and hopeful as well. 2 rows of long beans, doing very well, nice and healthy, nice and strong. It's starting to take shape. And the row of cucumbers, again, doing very well, getting nice and strong as well. As if you've been watching our videos, we haven't had any luck with cucumbers in the past. We've tried twice and they've always failed. But fingers crossed, that's still looking good. And then over here, the loofah again is all, it's quite hard, everything's green, it's quite hard to see it all. Everything is taking shape and pretty healthy. So That should all climb up on the rows and look very nice. So there you go, just a quick one today as the sun come out, and I thought it looked quite nice to do a quick video for you. So we'll add to this as we progress in the week. It's been about 5 days since the last little clip, so let's have a look, see how things are changing. So 3 trays of aubergines, still taking their time. I've moved the larger ones into bigger containers. There's a few tomatoes there as well. The 3 types of watermelon are coming up strong. Chilies, again, starting to move into bigger containers, and they're all looking good as well. And then the papayas, 2 types of papaya, all doing good. The gourd, nothing. So I think that's going to be a no-go. I think the seeds must have been a dud packet or something. So we shall plant them again later on. And then our production of tomato plants are coming along nice and strong, and it won't be long until we start moving them onto the land. So that's all our little nursery side of things. One of the little ponds, starting to empty it out and clear that. The snails are doing very well. Nice big sizes in there. So that's a good little project. Mon put about 4 banana leaves in there last night, and they're all munched already. So that's good. Mon once again is in the far field there, still cutting her rice, and she's got it all laid out, drying in the sun. So that's Mon's little production of rice starting to come together. I think she's still got a couple more days cutting. This area, you need to dig it all over again, get it ready for the chilies, tomatoes or aubergines, whatever we decide to put in. Cucumbers are doing very well. They're looking nice and healthy. There's a lot of orange beetles, little tiny orange beetles trying to munch on them, but we're keeping an eye on them. And then the long beans, again, the whole row starting to fill out, looking nice, and this one as well, so we should have a good production on that. The first pot of seeded plants, taking their time, but they are coming through slowly. The second pot is really little signs of some seeds starting to germinate. So over the next week or so, that should start looking a lot healthier. This one is doing well, and again the 4th row is looking very, very good. So lots of crops growing this year. Last year I calculated we had about 500 plants on the land. This year it's going to exceed 2,000. I say last year, but I mean February, March time. So The little orchard area of the phalanx are doing very well. The loofah area, again, no problems. It's all coming on very nice. So hopeful for good production of vegetables this year, and any extra plants that we don't plant, we shall sell the little plants as well. And the fish pond, still a little bit more cutting and trimming, but it's all starting to take shape once again. And the fish, they'll be coming out in the coming days as well. So it's all doing very, very, very well now that the rain's eased off and we're starting to move forward again with developing a little vegetable garden. So looking forward to this year's little harvest. And then once Mon's finished in the side field here with her rice, we'll get all that ploughed over, and I believe she'll be filling it with watermelon, the red type. So we will have lots and lots of product, should I say, for this year. So we have a few more days left in the week. It's only Wednesday, so I might stick up another little short video at the end of the week added to this week's video. So keep watching. Okay, back again for the last clip of this week's video. As you can see on the floor, we've got the aubergines coming up. We planted some and they're doing very good. Then we've got the 3 types of watermelon. We've got some papaya here, again it's doing well. And the chilies all coming up. And we're repotting the papayas so they will accelerate in their growth. My dad's in here doing a bit of gardening, and it's all looking good. And then our selection of tomatoes, again looking very well, and I think by the end of the week we should be able to start moving them into the land. Then our snail pond is booming with snails, hundreds and hundreds of snails, so that's really good. Started to take down the old pond, and then into the garden area. We've had quite heavy rain a couple of days ago, so it took some damage on the plants, pushed them down a bit, but they're all seeming to recover. So this one is all starting to come through now, which I'm not sure what it is. It could be the flat leaf parsley. And again, this pot, it was very, very small seeds, and when watering it seems to have pushed them all up to one side. So we'll watch them as they grow and then repot them. And then this one I believe is the pak choy. Again, it's had a bit of rain damage. And then this one is the morning glory. Nothing wrong with that at all. And then round to the long beans. Again, this row seems to be fairly much okay all the way up, but unfortunately this one has had a little bit of crushed by the rain and isn't looking too healthy, but we're hoping the next day or two it won't die and it will pick itself back up again. There's the 2 rows of the long beans, which is okay. And then on to the cucumbers. Again, some of them went a bit limp, but they're all looking pretty healthy now. I mean, this one's a bit limp looking, but hopefully that will come round with a bit of sun and bring itself up again. And then down here in this one you can see the yellow flower, and that is the start of the cucumber growing. There's another one in there. So hopefully we shall get cucumbers this year, so that's a good sign. Then moving around here, this area has started to be tidied up, ready for the tomatoes to be planted. It's going to be 3 rows, roughly 30 in each, so 90 odd tomato plants are going into this section. Then over here, the loofah. Again, all the plants took a bit of a beating with the rain that came down. It wasn't that heavy, but it was consistent all day. But they're all starting to climb, so hopeful of that in the coming days. And then the pond area, still work in progress, but we're managing to get it all nice and tidy. So again, the farm is starting to come to life again, and over the coming weeks and months we should be getting more and more produce put in, and it'll be a lovely little farm garden. And then once the rice has been finished off in the field over the side there, we'll get that ploughed, and then I believe it will be planted with watermelon. So we've got all that field as well, roughly 1 rye, to add to our production. So once again, thanks for watching. Please hit the like button, the subscribe button and the notification buttons, and follow the development of our farm here in Kamphalak, Thailand. And also leave a comment, it helps the channel. See you next week.